live on like 3 places. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
all right, you good. You good.
Vibes? You just got the green light.
Where my dude, J Nitty? You ready, J Nitty? Go ahead.
Hey, man.
Do your thing, man.
Man, what it do? So, hey, what it do? We back in the building. Hey, we back in your phones. This is Off Trend. I'm back with the group. I'm back with the gang for another panel discussion. Some real stuff. So, man, first, man, how y'all doing today, man? How everybody doing on this good Monday, motivational Monday?
I'm good, man.
Good. I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah. So, let's get right into it because I feel really strongly about this topic. My mind, like, I couldn't wait to get on this motherfucking shit here and talk my shit today. I swear to God, I couldn't wait to get on here and talk my shit. So our first topic today, man, we want to discuss is see, Nelly, and Ashanti, they've been in tabloids for a minute now, resonating with everybody. Recently, I guess they got a Netflix whatever deal coming about, and they shed a little bit more light on their dynamic in their relationship. And there's a lot of people weighing in on this right now, and I want to get y'all opinions on how y'all feel this is going, man. How do y'all feel about their relationship? You feel like somebody's at fault? Do you feel like they're is it going well for them, or is it something they should have stepped back from and put it in front of the spotlight?
I mean, I'm gonna let the lady speak first, of course, as always.
Mickey, you want to go first?
Yeah, we gentlemen over here. We let the ladies go first at all times.
I'll go first. I don't mind. So I watched the first episode today. First, I'm just gonna say this. I really and truly hope that their relationship works out. I hope that it works out for the better. However, this is another example of sometimes I feel like some celebrities should not be put in the spotlight because it makes you look at them in a different light. You know what I'm saying? First of all, they've been together for what? It was 11 years, like off and on prior to them reuniting. So when they end up getting back together, of course, the optics, everybody was happy for them, including me. Like, I'm like, they found their way back to each other. Real love, possibly, or whatever. Now they have the show. It's actually on Peacock, not Netflix. But they have their new show, and the first episode has aired. I watched the first episode. And of course, they are married and they have a new baby. And it's just showing the dynamics of their relationship. And in the relationship, it's just some things that him as a man, it just doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has 6 kids already. This is her first time having a baby. So that's first and foremost. Me personally, I don't know if I want to have a kid with a man that has 6 kids already. But this is her first child. She wanted to have a baby. That's what happened. So apparently he's hands off with the baby. She's with the baby, taking care of the baby majority of the time. Hey, to each his own, whatever makes them happy. But the topic of the conversation for the first episode is they don't have a permanent resident yet. Where are they going to live at? They're going to live in New York, or they're going to live in St. Louis. So that's the biggest thing. Honestly, why would you want to live in St. Louis if you already made it clear that you're not going to help with the baby? You don't have the family dynamic that she has. Your children are already grown. So if they was to live in St. Louis, she literally have no help. Why would you not want to move to New York with her, where you already said that she has a very close-knit family? Her mom is there. Her people is there. They can help with the baby. She can feel supported and have more support. Like, I don't understand what the big issue is in terms of that. But that's my take on it.
Okay, and to go off of go behind what you said as far as him being unwilling to compromise with her, I kind of feel like that's a partially her fault, because in getting back with him and going through this dynamic, she told him that she was willing to settle. And I say that because of the fact that whatever they had going on for them years previously, Obviously, it didn't work. Nelly wanted to do different stuff. He wanted to have the different women. He ended up with Miss Jackson, whatever, and he went down his path. And then initially, like everybody, like I'm still happy for them because let me also say this about relationships. When relationships come together, it's best you don't know nothing about them. Like a lot of times with marriages, we don't know. We only know what they put to the public, right? So we assume everything is happy or whatever, but we really don't know what the folks got going on behind closed doors. And that's the way private life, happy life, right? But back to what I was saying as far as about her settling for him, when he came to that verses, he had a girl with him. It wasn't like this fairy tale story, like how we placed out. He wasn't even like on her like that. Like he had somebody with him when he came to the verses, when he first ran back into her. And then it was almost like, I guess he did follow up and pursue her, but she also, gave in, and she was dating someone else. And she gave in to him because they had like a little behind the scenes interview. And he was like, yeah, I had got the draws before that or before, like just not, it's just, there's not a whole lot of respect. And sometimes just because he missed it don't mean he missed it, or that it can be convenience. And that's my point. But I'm rooting for them. We'll see.
I can dig that, but I think women got to stop having kids when these niggas don't be wanting to have a kid for real.
Yep.
Like that's just the reality here. I think we see that a lot. Like, and then this happens, and
Well,
everybody like, oh, but see, people need to stop looking up to these celebs as couple goals and shit any goddamn way. They normal people just like us. They just got money. That's the only difference. Like, and that's what be fucking people up. Like they be like, oh, Cardi do that nigga like that. Cause y'all triggered. Nigga didn't fuck y'all head up. So y'all it's like y'all just, I don't know. It's a weird topic to talk on because like I'm a single father, so I don't know. Like my baby mama left, she didn't help with shit. So I don't really know how to really kind of talk on that one right there.
What
it's
about you, Dave?
Right. I think they look happy together. First and foremost, they look happy. But it's always you can mask pain, you can mask hurt. But like from the outside looking in, Nelly told her what he was going like he didn't it ain't like he tricked her. Hey, look, this what I want, this how I want it, this what we gonna do. Are you willing to do these things for this to work? She said yes. So the people like to make it like most both of them are famous. So it seemed like a nanny should come into play somewhere in there anyway. So if they decide to live in St. Louis or live in New York, the support should be there via financial. They can hire somebody to step in for that for Nelly's role. So if Nelly's saying, "Hey, I ain't messing with that baby before the baby can walk, talk, all this," is he willing to put a middle person right there? Hey, well, baby, you stay asleep too. Let the nanny get up and do that. Or because is we hearing the whole thing? Because Ashanti, she's not making it seem like it's a bad deal. It's just the outside looking in, people was telling her why it seemed like a bad deal. Once you got a certain amount of money, you want to pick your lifestyle. Nelly don't want the Nelly grew up country. He grew up in the pace of St. Louis living. If I got enough money, I'm picking where I want to live. Like just because her family is in St. Louis and the support, move one of the family members to New York. I mean, move one of the family members to St. Louis. If she's the breadwinner of the family, hey mom, for a couple of years, I don't want to put my baby in daycare. Are you against moving to St. Louis to help me, or one of the sisters, or somebody?
But bro, it's all on
Let
her really though. Let me just say one more thing for you talking to nigga. It's all on her really though, cause she the one saying like it's my first baby, so I want to do all these things and have these experiences. But he didn't already told her like that's not what I wanted. So it's like you said, she signed up for it.
I think
Like
y'all
it's,
negating the fact that postpartum is real, but go ahead.
no, no. So let's cut the bullshit. And I'm gonna get on a small dialogue, small little rant.
Mhm.
And I only say this because it's bullshit. It's not about what they say; it's about what they don't say. First off, we're gonna start with him chasing doctors. Papa 51. Pawpaw 51. And if you think Ashanti, who's a thug, who's really she ain't no scary bitch, is letting Nelly not change no diapers, y'all be a fool. They can say this shit for y'all. But in real life, if y'all watch them interviews, Ashanti knows when to speak up when she needs to speak up. And Nelly knows how to shut up when she gets in her her little mode. That's one. So I know all that was bullshit. I didn't even feed into that diaper changing shit. Two, when they talking about moving to New York or staying in St. Louis. Now we know one thing for sure, two things for certain. Baby daddy's families are a lot nicer than baby mama's families. Nelly has a prior history of not really conflict, but really conflict with Ashanti's family. Her mama and them don't like him. Why am I gonna move to New York and your family don't like me? I might as well stay here. My family treats you well. You down here. All my kids are here. My kids are in St. Louis. Everything God made is in St. Louis. You have been here with me this amount of time. You know your mama don't like me. I done did plenty of interviews talking about how your family don't fuck with me, and you want me to jump up and move to New York because it's your first baby. I'm not moving anywhere. Nobody don't like me. Talking about a family and resources, yeah, for her, he gonna be the one standing. How many times have y'all seen that baby daddy that stands in the corner awkward because the family don't fuck with him?
But that's not the case though, because that wasn't even the case the first episode, so that's not the case.
No, mama, they didn't like him in between. I don't know how she feel about him now, but she did. Whenever she first ran back into him, whatever, her mama was like, said something about that. She didn't like him from the past.
Yeah, her daughter.
Washington went. Your mama don't like me. I might go. Your mama is the worst person in your family. Is your mother, and if your mother don't like you, her big mouth ass. He already said her mother is the.
He ain't lying though. He ain't lying.
But look though. When a woman and a man and a woman get married, the woman goes into the man's family. That's why she changes her last name. That's why he takes her away from his family. That's why the daddy gives her away.
He's not close to his family though. He already made that clear. He's not close to his family. He's not close to his family.
But I'm saying
not close to hers either.
Family. No, but not even his family. She moves into his life. When you take your wife moves into your life. You don't move into your wife's life. You don't get your wife's last name. If I'm set up in St. Louis and you decide to say I do, you come into my life. You get my last name. You come into what I built. And that's the part that people is skipping over in marriage.
You have to be careful making a woman compromise too much into your life. She's gonna resent you. You got to give her something for herself. When you chose to marry that woman, you also knew what her life was. And see, I feel like I don't think that that's accounted for. It's just always assumed that the woman is supposed to assume the identity of the man once you get married. And that is crazy.
You're supposed to.
No, because y'all are two. Combined into one. So therefore, that's compromise. If only one person is compromised, that's why a lot of women be y'all go ahead.
But y'all are. It's a union. You are molded into his.
Exactly, which means that you're supposed to account and take into consideration what she wants.
But it's not a union. I don't even go that far.
You don't just say this what I want and you just give her something. You got to consider what your mate wants. You can't do that.
Mika, if me and you start dating and you say, David, I don't cook on Thursdays, and we go on and we go a little bit further into the relationship, and you say, David, I don't cook on Thursdays, and we go a little bit further and a little bit further, I can't get mad at you years into it because I want to eat your cooking on Thursdays. You already told me you don't cook on Thursdays.
But that's not talking about where they was going to live. That was not the discussion. They should have had the discussion and decided where they was going to live before they got married. Because now it's a bigger issue.
Since
when they was never like,
talking back in the day,
before we get married. What?
Whenever they was talking, he told her, "I'd never live in New York." This ain't new.
Well,
but look, Dave, that's what I'm saying.
How us women, we become naive when we in love and we think that we can change a man. And I feel like that's exactly what this is.
It's not about changing no man.
Because but we be so naive when we in love that we believe that because she knows that man. She
Man,
been
she ain't naive.
for 11 years. If it didn't work 11 years ago, what makes you think it's gonna work now?
But
That's
look, see,
first.
look,
But it's
see,
working.
look, see,
But it's
Secondly,
working.
see, that's the
we think it's
problem.
working.
See, that's
We
the
know that it
problem.
worked.
That's the problem. They both have evolved. See, look, you don't think they doing this shit on Peacock for a bag? They're probably
Of
happy as
course.
fuck. And they got us thinking, hey, he don't want to change diapers and small shit. Man, they are happy. She is in
I
her
don't think they
40s.
have.
She
Wait a
know what
minute.
she
I don't
wants
think
and
they
don't
have.
want from a man.
I don't think
She
they
know
have
what she wants and don't want.
I think we're looking at it in a different light. It's not the fact that everybody is looking and saying, "Oh my God, this is not going to work out because he don't want to change diapers." That's like the little bitty minute thing. As a first-time mother, I don't care. I will change all the diapers. This is my first baby. I'm going to do everything. I'm not hiring a nanny. Hiring a stranger to come and take care of my child is absolutely out of the question as a first-time mom. She probably is going to do everything. And just like he said, he's 51 years old. He has 6 grown children. This man has already been through that. Little babies don't excite him. Baby excite her because this is her first baby. So, of course, it's going to be exciting to her. And she probably don't mind. That's probably something that people on the
That's what I'm
outside
saying.
have a problem with. She
Yeah.
probably don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I can interject and use your logic against you. And the only reason I say that because you said it's his 6th baby. He already did. Hey, he's not the new car smell doesn't excite him. So why would I go to New York knowing that your mama don't like me and she gonna be around that you and that baby 24/7 and I gotta sit there unhappy and miserable?
She's gonna be around them regardless because if she decides to move to St. Louis, her mom is her manager. Her mom is gonna go wherever she goes. So her mom's gonna be
And
there.
her
gonna
mom
manage
is
her
like
from
that.
New
Her
York.
mom is the one that
Only
said they
issue-
did state that the mom, I think, is coming there. The other people, the rest of the family not gonna be there. The
Right.
mom is
So,
gonna be there.
So the mama coming to St. Louis?
regardless, wherever Ashanti go, her mom is going to go. That's not the issue.
Well, I'm not going with your mama and all the rest of your
You have to
cousins.
think
Got
about
me fucked up.
resources. You have to think about a lot of other things whenever you have a child, okay? A newborn child. It's a whole lot of things that you have to take into consideration. What I'm saying is it'll be more beneficial to move to New York, even the first couple of years while the baby is small, so that you can have the assistance in the family dynamic that you need to help raise the child. If he wants to be hands off, let him be hands off. That's fine and dandy, but let me be where I can have.
Wait.
So he's supposed to go. He's supposed to go there and be miserable into a place where nobody likes him.
Why is he gonna be miserable?
But-
He can travel wherever. He can go back and forth. His kids is grown. They can come visit wherever. It's not like they're gonna be there all the time. They tour, they travel. They have a lot of things going on.
So why you can't be in St. Louis and do the
all
same
the time.
thing?
It's just
That's what
stating
I'm
where
saying.
You stay on tour, so it shouldn't be a problem. They both got their careers, so it's just
For neither one, though.
right. So I mean,
Ashanti has the resources to go to New York once a week if she want to be around.
there should be compromise, though, and that's all it is. It's just a compromise because she is still had a baby, and y'all just think it should be all what
have to
you
travel
want.
the
There
baby
should be
back
some
and forth.
compromise.
That doesn't even
Hold on.
make sense.
So wait. So you saying if they move to New York, Nelly should never take the baby to St. Louis to see his family?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But the first year or two, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that.
How you know?
Because he's not even going to change diapers. If you're not willing to change
diapers, y'all gotta get out the bullshit.
Travel with the baby? Why would you
Y'all
travel
get
with
out
the
the
baby if
bullshit.
you're not even going to take care of the baby at home?
Look.
Make
This
that
how I
make
know.
sense.
Look,
These kids are grown. They can come there.
Let's look at it. Let's look at it like this.
built-
Let's look at it like this. When I'm around my wife, I'm not gonna do this. If I get the baby by myself, I have no choice but to do this.
As the wife, if I don't see you doing it at home, I'm not letting you take my baby because I can't even trust that you're going to do it right.
That's bullshit.
No.
I'm your husband. If you can't trust me with the baby, you should divorce him. You should divorce him.
I don't know if you're going to do it
around your
properly.
baby, you should
I
divorce
don't know
him.
if you're going to do it right. You're not going to take care of the
No,
baby.
you should divorce him. You should
How's
divorce
that
him.
your decision? How's that your decision?
You're not about to take my newborn child and travel nowhere.
I'm a grown man. That's half my baby too. If I can't take my baby, divorce you.
I don't give a damn. Divorce me. This is my first baby. You think I'm about to let you travel with my newborn child? Absolutely.
Yes. So you can travel with my newborn child and I can't?
I don't want to travel with the baby. I want the baby to stay stationary.
You probably don't want to travel with the baby. He already said he don't want to change the diaper.
I don't want my baby to be exposed to all these
Ashanti is not. Y'all think Ashanti is not moving around the United States right now? We watching her live. We watching her live moving around the
I'm
United
not
States.
saying that she's not moving around. I'm not saying that neither are moving
Where is
around.
the baby?
Do you see the baby?
If he's not changing diapers, he's not taking the baby with him. That's all we said.
Do you see the baby?
But
traveling.
look, this is why I got. This is why I always.
Where is the baby?
That's bullshit.
Exactly. Probably at home with her people, her
That
family.
nigga gonna change diapers,
Probably.
nigga. That's bullshit.
Probably.
You don't think
Probably.
he has a Peacock show? Look. When they create these shows, they are creating them geared to the women's conscience. You don't think that they say that shit just to get y'all riled up? No, damn well the nigga finna change diapers. Pop finna change diapers. Pop finna pat that baby to sleep. Pop finna milk him. Pop finna burp him. Pop finna do all that. Because Ashanti ain't just finna let that nigga not do nothing.
Okay, but look though, we can only form our opinion based off what they put out there.
Women will eat up anything. Women are the biggest consumer of anything. Y'all consume like they say if you want to get rich, sell to a bitch because they know a woman will buy it all.
Well, y'all should be happy then because it's because of us that y'all are in business.
Yeah,
we are happy. Everybody is happy.
Of course.
I'm just saying.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Y'all gonna spend money with me? Shit, spend money with me. They know. Look. When they market to people, because I do marketing. So when they market to people, they know to market to kids and women.
Say that one more time.
When they market shit, they know to market to kids and women. Y'all are the biggest
we pay
consumers.
attention to stuff. Y'all don't.
You said what?
Y'all don't pay attention to anything. We pay attention to stuff. So marketing to y'all would be a waste of time. Y'all not gonna pay attention. Y'all not gonna hear it. Even if y'all do, y'all gonna go to the store and get the wrong shit. Y'all gonna get the low fat when we say get the regular. Because you don't.
Most men would save more money if we didn't have whatever.
You want to be real.
Most men would save a lot of money if we didn't have a woman. Women are spin. No, say.
Well, why don't y'all get in a relationship with each other?
That part.
Because I just hear a lot of complaining about women. And I mean, like, damn.
That's all they do.
So if you do not like women, then just say that. Because, yes, we are expensive. Some of us are. Some women don't require much. Get you a chick that don't require much. Just be in your bracket.
I'm talking consumerism. I'm talking about they created this show because they know y'all was gonna buy the bullshit.
Okay, so let's take some comments from our viewers, okay? We got, hold on, Nicole, my cousin. She said he made a video and told her that she was on her own till the baby was 3. And he's about to be on tour for 2 years. Why would you move her to St. Louis and you about to be gone for 2 years?
Nobody does a 2-year straight tour. That's crazy. Nobody does a 2-year straight tour.
My friend Shay said the constant complaining about women is weird.
But who complained? Who complained? Name one complaint that a man said today.
They listen. What do you mean?
A woman said that. A woman said that. So that's complaining.
But I'm saying, what complaint?
I'm saying I'm happy y'all consume shit. That's not a complaint. Saying that y'all consume something is a fact. Not be complaining.
Bro said if you didn't have a woman, you would have more money. You would, but that don't mean he hate his woman. He just saying I'm making a fact. It's expensive to have a woman. That's not a complaint. They're just saying, hey, if I go out to eat by myself, I'm spending $7. If I go out to eat with my girl, I'm spending $47. That's not a complaint. That's just stating the facts. That don't mean he want to date a man. That don't mean.
But it sounds like a complaint to me because you're making it seem as though because I'm taking my woman
out. As though you ain't been doing this all your life. I've been knowing that women are expensive, but that's what it is today. That's what it is to be in a relationship.
No, I was tying it into consumerism, and the reason why they came with the show. That's why I initially brought up the show first as a catalyst to what I said about women and women spend. Because y'all are the consumers of America. And they market to women and to market to kids. When they came with the show on Peacock, you think y'all really like real shit, like just be real. Y'all think Nelly ain't finna do nothing with that baby for the first 3 years?
We don't know what he gonna do.
We don't know where did it happen.
If that's not the case, why would you say that? Why would you even put that out there?
Because people like you would get on the internet and talk about it.
Well, if he didn't say it, we wouldn't have no podcast.
Exactly. And that's why I'm happy. And that's why it's not a complaint. That's why it's happiness and rejoice. It's rejoicing for him. But
a lot of people was rooting for them when they found out that they got together. Like it was all over the media. It was all over social media. So it's like, let us ride this wave. Our name is out here in the media. Everybody's happy that we're back together. What better way to ride this wave than to come out with our own reality show? They've got married. Now they have a new baby. But now it's giving us a closer look at their relationship.
But
and
if you know reality shows, they all scripted.
We know that.
So why are you buying to the script?
We're not talking about whether the show is
real?
scripted or not. We're talking about the information that's put out there. That's what we're talking about. Nobody on this panel is naive enough to believe everything that they're showing us is 100%, nor do any of us care. But it's out there. So that's what we're talking about.
Did they put it out there? Did they put it out there that Ashanti is mad at Nelly for saying that? Did they put that out there?
No.
So why are we making it like? Why are we making it like she's uncomfortable with what he's saying?
We're not making it like this.
We never said that she was uncomfortable.
We are simply
look, I get it. Look, I get it. This is what this is. Look, Dave and Ray. This is what this is. This is the home girl telling the other girl, "Oh, not me. Couldn't be me. It couldn't be me." When she see a girl happy as fuck with her nigga, it couldn't be me. When she gets up and make a sound for this nigga at 3 a.m, you that girl say, "Oh, it couldn't be me," but she happy than he motherfucker.
Well, that's good for them. That's good for them. The only thing I said that I would not do, me personally, I'm not having a child with a man that has 6 kids. That's my personal experience. She can do whatever she wants. Like I said in the beginning, I want their relationship to be successful. I like them together. I was happy when they got back together. And another thing, like I said, them being on this reality show is another thing. Maybe they should have kept their relationship private, because now that they're on the show, everybody's going to give their opinion based off of what they see.
And guess what it's going to do? More tickets, sell more seats, make more money.
As it should.
And that's okay. Promotion is fine. But I mean, the thing is, just like you said, if they put it out there, they want it to be discussed. They want the clickbait, right? So therefore, that's why we're discussing it. And as far as from the headlines and from what's happening, apparently by Ashanti posing that she wanted to move to New York and him telling her no, that means that she did not necessarily agree with that, right? So therefore, that would have been where we're coming from, not from
y'all really gotta be honest though.
Hold on.
A girl's mama is the worst person in the family.
No, but hold on. Okay, look.
Dave, you my line?
Hold on though.
So woman hating man hating the she man. Woman
hating in my line, a baby mama is the worst woman in the family. Especially if she don't like you. Don't like you.
But
why she don't like you?
I don't know. I don't know. I never dealt with that. My kid's mother likes me.
What caused her not to like him?
It don't matter. It ain't your business.
You child. I guess.
It ain't your business.
I guess the delusion that you live in will tell you that. But this is the thing about most people. If you are,
I'll be mad about it.
If you mistreat my loved one, I'm not gonna like you. If you don't treat my loved one right, I'm not gonna like you.
Nobody else what they be doing, that's their business.
I ain't telling you what you should be doing. But if you're not treating someone that I love properly, I'm not gonna like you. If I already only like you, I already only know you through my loved one. If I treated my loved one right, I don't owe you shit.
Hey, God damn it. Hey, God damn it. God damn. Calm down.
If a nigga did that, he's out. If a woman did it, I get it. If a man acted like that, it's
no, wait.
What's happening?
Ain't never lied.
But listen though, like you have many people. Hold on, you have many people in the comments saying Nelly didn't take care of none of his children. Right. So you knew walking into this situation that he wasn't gonna take care of this goddamn kid.
Right. She should have known. That's I said. Naive and in love.
At least she married him though, so she got the paperwork.
Another 40-something-year-old woman.
She in a different position than the other ones though.
The marriage don't mean shit. If you knew a nigga didn't take care of none of his kids, and every baby mama say he didn't take care of his kid, he didn't change no diapers, he didn't do nothing. Why the fuck would you go marry a nigga and want a kid by a nigga that didn't do none of that with none of his kids? You gotta make it make sense.
He might not have cared about him changing the diaper.
He definitely
Most women
goddamn
niggas
cared.
can change diapers.
They said she was
I
about
mean,
to
You
cry.
said what,
They
Mika?
said she
You
looked
said
like she was
what?
about to cry
I said,
on the
how
show.
many baby mothers do he have?
I don't know how many baby mamas he got. What I'm saying is they said when he said that Ashanti looked like she was about to cry on the show. That's in the comments. So that's what I'm saying. If they said Nelly a sorry ass nigga, Nelly
He
been a
got
sorry ass
arrested.
nigga,
He was house
like
X pills.
I don't know.
yeah,
Like,
they got accused of raping some girls and some old stuff. But like, yeah, he done had a lot of
we
little
do
run-ins,
it.
but that's neither here nor there. If she like it, I love it. They do look happy.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
And that's hey, I love that. I was just stating as far as like relationships are compromised. And if you go into a relationship and you compromise too much of yourself, then you start to lose yourself. And then finding yourself, you may lose another person. Because one thing about it is that you cannot compromise a person to death and think that's okay. And a lot of men think that that's okay. Like, oh, I'm wifing her, so she do what I said. Like everything is, it's not gonna happen that way. And then you have to meet in the middle. You can't just keep telling her no to
So
everything that she wants, and everything is just what you want. Because eventually, like I said, either she loses herself or she gonna lose you trying to find herself. So like
no, no.
you're not gonna be on the same page.
I don't, man. Look. They are old in their 40s and 50s.
Does not matter.
So we're talking about two people who are going to be setting their stone. First off, when she met with Nelly a couple years ago, Nelly was going to be who Nelly was. She knew who Nelly was. And calling her naive at 40-something years old, to me, is a disrespect to her
Age
intellect.
limit on being
She
naive.
wasn't naive. She
There's no
knew
age
exactly.
limit.
She dealt with Nelly all
Listen,
these
There's no
years.
she
age
She
in
limit.
knew
love.
exactly
She
who
in
Nelly
love.
was when she got
She
back
in
with him.
love. That's all. When women are in love, we kind of like throw
No,
logic goes
no.
out the
When you
window.
in love the first time, you are naive. That's
She
the second time they was together. She knew who the hell Nelly is.
Yeah, but
She
she
still know,
found
but
Courtney,
she
she
it
just
knew who,
oh,
what
I
her
want you to,
homies
I want
the
you to
thing
ask
was.
is they
you
had a
something,
long
mama.
time in between. She probably felt like it was
Man,
like
nah, hell
it's still a
no.
thing. But start, you don't know what she going through. So I don't know her emotions. I can't say. But I can't say if she accounted for him to be the way he is or not. So I can't say that.
They be thinking
But
because they
I
have a
know
baby,
that
it's gonna change the nigga.
Yep.
Ashanti is the
Let's
prime
address
example of
let's
having
address let's address
had a
one more of the
baby.
comments, Mika.
It's
Let's
gonna.
address one more of the comments. What's being said?
All
That's
right.
what they said. That's what they said in the
So
comments. She thought having a baby was
would
gonna change
change
him.
him. That nigga done got old and aged out and spent the block.
That nigga 51 years old, man. That nigga, hey, 51
he
years old,
sure is.
he done gave you a baby. He gave you the baby.
He
Look,
too damn
Nelly
old
looking
to
at it
have
like
the
this,
baby
man.
in the
Hey,
first
I
place.
gave you the baby. Shit. Papa trying to make some more money while Papa look good a little bit still.
Papa
Papa
got to
ain't
looking
worried
at Miss
about taking them
Jackson and
damn
stuff
But
like
wait
she
doses.
a
look.
minute, he's 51?
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that either.
that
I didn't know
nigga
Nelly
older
was
than a
51 either.
motherfucker.
I didn't know he was so 51 years old.
Yeah, he
Well, that
old.
motherfucker look good for 51.
Newborn?
And that's what I'm
Damn,
saying. You trying to get Papa, who still got a
51?
six-pack and still look 35,
He's
to
spitting
sit
blanks right
down and
now.
not do tours and make money while he can?
But
That
y'all
nigga
know,
still doing down, baby. Oh, that nigga still
but look
doing
though, y'all do
pentagram
know that
on
Nelly,
stage, making
y'all do
money.
know that Nelly is the male Rihanna. Y'all know Rihanna don't do none of that stuff in the house. Do y'all know that?
Well, she make all the money.
She a billionaire. ASAP got to do something besides pay his
Look,
nails.
she the nigga.
Right. He
Oh,
need to
so
do
it's
something besides
okay.
pay his
It's
nails.
okay for
He needs something to do.
ASAP to take full responsibility and Rihanna moved through life. But
ASAP
it's
is kind
bad
of
for
womanly though.
We didn't say it
He
was
kind of
okay.
feminine. I think she
We
Hell
kind
didn't
of
no,
say
like
it
hey,
was
that.
okay.
ASAP a gangster. What you got
That's
ASAP
their
fucked up?
dynamic. If that's what they want to
He's
do, hey,
a gangster that paints his nails and wears dresses. So that's
Hey,
fine. He's
hey,
still kind of
he does
feminine.
fashion, man.
If
But
we wear each other's clothes, that's a
ASAP
little.
a
originally
man
was
We
putting
can
on
be
a
his
the
dress
mama
is
too.
not fashion. That's not fashion. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. A
I
man
mean,
putting
like I
on a
said, certain
fucking
things
dress
you
is
can
not
experiment certain
fashion.
fashion choices. I'm cool with you
No,
experiment certain stuff, but
painting
like not no
nails
dress,
is not
not
fashion.
no like. I mean, that's a lot. That's a
So
lot
hey,
extreme.
I gotta ask a question because I get my hands and my feet done once a month. Is that
With
Yes,
fucked
clear,
up?
you get it with clear, or you get a buff down. You if that's clear, then it's
No,
fine.
I like to clear my cuticles out.
Okay,
I like to get my shit shiny.
That's okay. You can keep your maintenance done. We're not saying that you can't maintain or yourself. I feel as though men getting their feet or hands done, that's fine. But I'm saying, long as you're like clear, like it needs to be clear. We're not getting color codes. You're not, get tips. You're not adding, artificials or designs or whatever the heck. Like just not being too feminine. Like I said, that's fine. If you want to maintenance yourself and take care of you, take care of you. Spa days for men. I believe in self-care for everybody. Exactly. And that's every human. I mean, I know I need it, so y'all get it too. I don't feel like it's sassy. Just don't put no color on it, because then I'm talking about you. Right. But if you're gonna do like the little clear and get your stuff done, go ahead.
No, so hey, look, I'm with y'all. I don't, as a man, I wouldn't put no color on me either. I don't think no man should have no color on their fingernails. I don't think no man should be wearing a man purse. There's a lot of things that I don't think a lot of men should
pouches wear. Are cool. I just don't want it to look like a real purse. Like the messenger bags, I'm cool with. But I don't like one of the purse.
It's just
you shouldn't have no purse at all.
A messenger bag is still a purse.
You shouldn't have no purse at all as a man.
I just be feeling like some men need to be carrying stuff because I be having stuff I need to carry. So me thinking that and thinking about consider backpack. They can do backpacks. I say messenger bag or backpack doesn't bother me. A messenger bag or backpack doesn't bother me.
That's a purse.
Because I mean, you should. I don't want you to carry it. If you got a cross it, like it's got to be crossbody. I think a crossbody is cool.
Huh?
What is that?
That's a purse.
What is that? No, that looks like that ain't quite right. Right? What was that?
That motherfucker quite
right. Is that a backpack?
See,
no.
That looked like a little bucket bag. That looked like a bucket bag or something.
Stay on topic.
Hey,
okay, we're gonna move along.
Because the men purses to me are different. Those are those big ass purses.
That's the same thing you got in your hand.
The messenger bags, like I said, the little messenger.
It's a purse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just think like the little Gucci messenger bags, the little like the backpack. I think they're fine. I don't have a problem with them. Mika doesn't like them. I don't care.
I still play basketball, so I wear this when I go to the court.
Because
I take everything.
I just feel like they keep up with their wallet, all their stuff in their phone. Like I feel like
when you go to a basketball court, man, you put the shoes in the back. I play basketball outside. I play basketball outside, so I'm not bringing no duffel bag outside. We go pull up to the park
with your purse.
Put out that blunt, grab the shoes from the back seat, lace the fuck up,
then grab your purse.
And grab my motherfucking bag. And I used to carry around my neck like this. I do because I might have that blicky in this bitch because I carry my gun wherever I go. So I might have that thing in here.
That little bitty purse.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, your life too dangerous, my brother.
No. I live in Dallas, near downtown, and niggas be tripping.
Nigga say, I'm gonna pull that motherfucker out the purse on their ass.
If I got to, bow. I let nigga have it. Hey, look. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm going back home.
With your purse.
That's for sure.
He says you can only fit like a 380 in there, bro.
That's the goal. Is to make it home safe.
Ain't no real blicky fitting in that.
I can't even with y'all feeling.
A little 9.
With that little purse.
I put my gun at the last time. Who saw it?
Not us. We're not putting out those guns on live.
No, I'm not gonna do it, but Ray saw it. I got that extender. What you mean?
It ain't
fitting that on the
the clip hang out. So you gotta let the clip hang out. Let them niggas know. I'll kill one of y'all.
I'll kill one of y'all.
First of all,
okay, we're gonna get sister.
Back to topic because we're not gonna sit here and keep justifying this purse.
Okay, so look, next topic. Hey, something I want to talk about because look. By tomorrow, we gonna know one or two things. If P. Diddy guilty or P. Diddy innocent.
Oh yes, I'm waiting on this because that's like kind of like a taboo topic. Because I feel like, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. You popping it in there.
But hold on for a second. Hold on, because these fucking comments are hilarious.
Come on, man.
Little thing in that little purse. They might as slingshot. You gonna slingshot him?
Hey, David slayed Goliath with a slingshot. Don't downplay the slingshot.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was before we had weapons.
hey. This
And I bet he
It was
didn't carry it in
effective.
no purse.
It was effective.
I bet he didn't carry it in no purse.
No, they had the little pouches back in. They had the little pouches. Look
They had
at
the
the
pouches.
pictures.
They had the little
They
pouches.
had the little pouches. You up your drink out the pouch. We Americans is the only ones that sexualize everything gender
Come on,
wise.
man.
Americans, the only men didn't wear pants. Pants was invented fucking hundreds of years after clothes.
Yes, they should have been.
No kings wore pants, jeans like pants. They all wore like the cloth, the whatever you want to name it. No, but Americans not. If a man wears jeans, if a man wears a skirt or whatever, he gay or he this, he that. We Americans, if he paint his nails, he's something. Why a man can just do whatever he wants to do and still have his sexuality? We just got to make everything like it's extra. If a female get a haircut, she ain't gay. She rocking her face.
Yeah, because women can't do whatever we want to do and have our sexuality.
Like,
no, we can't. Because we did such a whole thing. Y'all gonna talk about
yes,
we're not real women. We're judged for everything. So that no.
I mean, so you ain't seen this pregnant stuff before?
Yes, we have.
A woman basket in her masculinity.
This is the thing. Like, y'all need to make up your minds. Either y'all want to define roles and let a man be a man and a woman be a woman, or y'all want gender neutral. Everybody do everything. Which one is it? Because y'all can't have it both ways.
No. Yes, you can.
No, we can't.
Yes, we can, because y'all fall for feminism.
Gender neutral?
Y'all fall for feminism. How can we not have it both ways?
We thought to have.
I was just responding to you saying. A man wearing a dress ain't fashion.
It's not. It's not fashion.
If a fashion designer create a piece for a man that resembles a dress, it's his fashion. If I take a bucket,
doesn't matter.
If I take a bucket,
so would you wear it?
I wouldn't wear it. But that's
just because he wouldn't wear it.
I
don't think it'll look fresh with the kicks, the type of kicks I wear.
Why not?
Why don't you get get dressed?
Why don't you get the shoes that'll go with it?
I don't want to wear them because you got to wear like
they got some tennis shoe heels. They got some tennis shoes. They got the tennis shoe boots.
No.
Came out with a piece that resembled a dress. Why would you not wear it?
Because that's not his form of fashion already.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm my favorite designer.
That nigga from Chicago. Chicago niggas don't know nothing about 30. They know how to dress like gangsters.
That's not the point. The point.
So JJ, you wearing it? You wearing the dress? You put the dress on? Right? You put the dress on?
Home, man. We don't wear nothing like that.
Why would you, as a man, why would you not wear it then?
Right.
Because it's not my form of fashion. But it's not fashion because look. There's some men who don't wear suits and ties. Who don't like suits and ties.
But we're not talking about suits and ties. We're talking about
it's the same thing.
We're talking about a dress.
It's the same thing.
If the designer came out with a dress for men, why would you not wear it?
Because if that's not my form of fashion, why would I adopt to another form of fashion? But I guarantee if a man came out with a form of dress, a man who will consider themselves fashionists will wear it.
Yeah. And they get paid to wear it.
That's like, because what you said doesn't make sense. Because it's like saying, if I came out with a football cleat, why wouldn't you wear it? Nigga, I don't play football.
No, that's not what I'm going with that. What I'm saying, because
the motherfuckers who play football gonna wear it.
That we, American or whatever, sexualizes everything, right? So it has already been done way before any of us was born. It has already been sexualized and set in stone that women wear dresses, men wear pants, right? Yeah. That's already been determined. It wasn't up to us. We was born into that. So now going forward, if y'all don't want it to be like that, then why don't y'all start wearing dresses?
Some
Because
men do.
if that's not my
Wait, Nitty.
No thing, let the
Some
monkey
men
have
do.
it.
That's what I'm saying. Some
That's
men don't like turtlenecks. They not gonna wear a turtleneck. Some men don't like
We're not talking
V-necks.
about
They not
turtlenecks.
gonna wear a V-neck. Some
It's
men
about
don't
dress.
like dresses. They're not gonna wear a
okay.
dress.
So,
man, there
so
are
are
men
if
wearing
you go into
dresses though.
if you go into a room and you see men wearing dresses on this side and men wearing pants on this side, which side you going to?
Man, it don't matter what side I'm going to. I'm in the
Wait,
room.
Like the little bitty
what,
pants.
what type of room you gotta pick what side you going? What type of room
No,
is you
because
in?
why the fuck
You
am
gotta
I?
pick what
Look,
side you
why am
going.
I in the
Tell me
room?
where you
Look,
going.
why
Because
would
like
I be in the
y'all on the
room with
foolishness.
all
And
the bell bottom niggas
I am
is
not.
over here wearing dresses and all
I
the
have
niggas
never
over here
wa-
wearing slacks?
I have never
Say
walked
that
into an
one more
event.
time.
I have never walked into an
All
event and saw
I'm
what niggas was
saying,
wearing
y'all need
and
to
picked
quit.
what side I was walking on. I've never walked in and said, "Oh yeah, all them got on basketball jerseys. I'm gonna go over that." Like, who does? Like, where you was at? Where you was at when you
Well,
saw a
this is
nigga?
the
And
thing.
you was
If you
like,
walk in a room and you see everybody in dresses, if you see men in dresses and heels on this side, and you see men in basketball jerseys or pants or whatever on this side, where you going? It's the room is
"What
I
type
full.
of
might go
room
to
is
the
this that I
dresses.
gotta
We
pick?"
learned that Dwight Howard was wearing basketball shorts, fucking the shit
This
out of
ain't about
niggas.
the white. This about Jay Nick. This about David. This about Ray. Where y'all
I'm
go?
asking you.
Where are
What
you
type of room
going?
is this?
Who?
Y'all set the new standard.
But
No,
my
I'm
question,
gonna wear
hold
it if
Obviously,
I
on,
y'all
need
want
to.
skirt then.
hold
Fashion
on.
So that's what.
standard.
So y'all want an off-trend skirt? Is that what off-trend is? So y'all
No,
gonna
I'm
pop
gonna
that
answer
back off
y'all question
off-trend?
though.
Y'all need to. Oh, we're gonna do plaid
I'm
kilts.
gonna answer y'all question because they not answering the question. Okay. But before I answer the question, I'm gonna tell y'all. Every time a homosexual man exposes men that claim they straight, it's never them niggas
That be of course.
that in basketball. It's
Oh, we
never the
know.
niggas in it's never the
We
niggas in the
know.
dresses. It's never them. It's the niggas. It's the thugs
Cause
and
you
all
ain't
that
gotta
that you never
expose a
thought they
nigga
was
in a
gonna be.
dress. We already know he gay. It's the other ones that hide.
It's
No,
open to
no,
him.
y'all not hearing me.
He's
Y'all
not
not hearing
hiding
me.
anything.
You're not hearing me.
So
The
ASAP
niggas that
Rocky
get
is gay.
exposed are always the niggas that's wearing regular clothes like we got on right now. It's never the niggas that got their dresses on and in the fashion. It's never them. Anytime a gay dude exposes niggas, it's always, oh man, I never would have thought it would have been that nigga right there. Hell no.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
I concur because right here we had the little boy that killed that got killed, the little gay boy here got killed because he exposed some boys that was, thugging that was
So
with the stuff.
to me, so when you bring up that question, we gotta learn what room we're in. So if we in a room full of fashion, nigga, I'm gonna go, hey nigga, what's up? I'm talking to everybody. So when I go to the room, like hey, I'm talking to everybody, man. I don't give a fuck, man. You
Jay
got on the
Nitty,
dress, nigga?
Jay
Hey,
Nitty, the comment section
what's
say you
going
need to
on?
get you a bigger bag, man.
What you mean?
All right, we back. Hold on, we got on topic. We was
You
talking
said,
about Diddy. Hold
that.
on, Nitty. We got to get back to the Diddy. I'll speak
Yes,
on it first.
back to Diddy. We want to hear the man's opinion first.
Okay.
What I was thinking, I don't think that he's guilty of some of the stuff, but most of the stuff I didn't think he was guilty of, I already been threw out. So now if he get time, he gonna get time served anyway because he been sitting in there. So if he get a domestic, like for the fighting and shit, he was guilty for that. He shouldn't have kicked their ass.
Yeah.
But the freaky shit, you should be allowed to be as freaky as you want to be inside of your situation. He did. If they saying like he raped, I don't even see rape. I see because when you really dive into it, nobody really knows who brought the freak off idea to it. Because there was some people saying, Cassie, I want to do this. I want to bring this into our relationship. There's some side saying Diddy said he wanna bring this to the relationship. The man that Cameron interviewed, I forgot the dude's name. He was a regular at the freak off. He said Cassie reached out to him and made it seem like he was coming to like do a bachelorette party or something where he didn't know what he was walking into. He said he didn't know it was Diddy for a long time. He never saw Diddy. He never touched Diddy. Diddy was sitting off in the corner with a mask on, pleasing himself, watching them do that. So I just don't think like I should just to sum it up. What I'm saying is you should be able to be as freaky as you want to be in your situation. I don't think freaky should equate to illegal.
illegal. I,
That's just my opinion of it.
I
They both
concur
was
with you,
freaky as
David.
fuck. Cassie was just as freaky. We could paint her as the victim all we want, but you it was times where you was away from the dude, y'all got back together. There was times where he tried to cut you off. You got sad and saying I want to build with you, and he got a new girlfriend. You got into it with the new girlfriend. So yeah, it's just like regular dude. If I get a new chick and you get into it with my chick, I'm not gonna just let you move on. Yeah, I'm like, hey, look, fuck that nigga. You hated on my new relationship. I'm gonna hate on your relationship. Now I can go talk to her without you bothering her. You can go talk to whoever you want to. But they make what Diddy do on a bigger scale. Diddy got money and he got power. Yeah, he gonna scare a few niggas. That comes with the territory. You you gotta be stronger than that. If she say, hey, you trying to talk to a female, she say, I don't know if you want to talk to, because my baby daddy crazy. From that point forward, you gotta decide: do I want to deal with the crazy baby daddy to fuck with her, or do I need to just leave her alone? Because I ain't trying to deal with that shit. Niggas was like, okay, Diddy won, fuck it, and she was like, oh, if y'all gonna let him win that easy, I'm gonna just continue to fuck with the Diddy. If one of them would have went to war with Diddy, the shit would have been over. Kid Cudi, nigga, you
I
blow my
think
car, blowing up your car.
I don't think she would have. She did that because she wanted to be with somebody who was in power. I mean, I really think that from everything that came out during the trial for her, she wanted that access, that power, and there was not another man that she could access that would give her that level, of notoriety and success, and that's what she wanted. Now, I think that people are trying to empathize with Cassie because she was younger when she came in, and they're saying like, are making it like he manipulated her into the situation. Well, if that's the case, there are so many young girls out here that's 19, so they need to be paid then by the men that done manipulated them because they are, what I'm saying? I mean, they're naive. They just young. I mean, naive. Lessons learned, right? So just like everybody else, she learned her lesson, but with a millionaire, she got paid for it along the way. He brought people in. I feel like everybody was paid sex workers. These were people who were willing participants. I feel like I did not watch all of the trial because I feel like it was a waste of time and taxpayer money or whoever the hell else money because it was stupid. There was a distraction from all the stuff that was going on. We ain't gonna touch on that, but it was a distraction from what was going on in our country. They landed this trial right at a right time to distract you from everything that was being happening behind the scenes. There was so much stuff popping out. And so everybody looking at Cassie and Diddy and so much stuff behind the scenes popping off. Now that Diddy is tied too. If they take Diddy down, you have to understand that it's so many other men in powerful positions that they would have to take down too. So therefore, this is not just a Diddy thing. This is going to be connected to so many men, just like the Epstein thing was. So they have to. I think that's why they presented the trial because the tape came out, all of the stuff came out. They had to go through it, but they're also looking at public opinion, and people are now seeing what is he really guilty of, other than whooping her.
Yeah. Hey, so my biggest thing is like Cassie. If Diddy is not guilty, Cassie fucked herself
Sure, yeah.
because she took the 30 million to be quiet, to go against the NDA and talk. And if he's not guilty, he has a means to file a lawsuit to get the money
And get
back.
that money back. But it was all for a payday anyway, and I just feel like she should have came back for that. Like you came back,
I think the new boyfriend pushed the payday more than her. In my
the
opinion.
new husband, for sure. That's why he
Yeah,
like, I'm
I
gonna
think
stand
because
by her side.
he like,
Heck yeah,
baby,
you're gonna
we can
stand by
get
her
paid
$30
from
million
this.
side.
We can get paid from this because he was around. He knew about the freaks.
Yeah,
When she left the freaks off, he was the
yeah.
trainer. He'll come in there, he'll stretch out, he'll work out, they talk.
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch somebody like just be a freak on slave and then wife her. Like it's
Exactly.
just
And the
something
average
in the
man can't either,
it's something in the mind frame of
especially
that
now the
man that's
world
like
knows.
Hey,
Funny.
her pain.
hey,
So
she went from pimp to pimp, didn't she?
Huh?
So let's read the charges that he's being charged upon. Because the question is he guilty or not guilty, right?
Okay, good.
So he's been charged with racketeering conspiracy, alleging that his business empire facilitated criminal activity. He's being charged with sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Coercion, however you say that. So he's accused
Coercion, yeah.
of using, threatening, and coercing women into participating into sexual acts. Okay. And then he's being charged for transportation to engage in prostitution, which relates to the allegations of arranging to fly individuals across state lines for prostitution. So those are the charges that he's on trial.
He definitely guilty of that. He
I
definitely
just
guilty
been
of
saying,
that.
hey, the last one he guilty of. He
Yeah,
guilty
he
of that
guilty
shit.
of that because they tell you like you're gonna get this much money to come over here and get nasty. Now he definitely
But
guilty of that.
they
But
stuck in
how
the
much
for rich
time?
people though.
I mean,
But
yeah,
look
but
though,
how
how
much
much
time are you giving
time?
somebody for doing that? I mean, like that's like for people willingly coming to have sex. Yeah, I paid you, but you showed up.
But it's
So I
illegal.
mean,
Though.
like,
It
Come
doesn't
on,
matter
hey,
if
It's
you
illegal.
showed up or not. It's
come
Just
on,
like
illegal.
hey.
just like if it's a
That's what
prostitute
fuck
I
you
get it
for
outside
from
my
fuck
you.
rich people.
hold
And
on,
like,
just
I'm not
like if
saying
it's a
that. I'm saying
prostitute
how much
outside my
time would you give
door,
for that? Though? Like, as far as like, I mean,
if
they
it's a
they
prostitute
selling
outside
their
my
stuff
door,
too.
it's illegal for me to pay her to come in my house and have sex. Even though she's a prostitute, it's still illegal to pay her to come in the house and have sex with
I
me.
know,
Like,
but if she wasn't there to be paid, you couldn't be paying her. So I just
So
feel like both
they
parties
sentence
responsible.
up to
I
life
know.
in prison if he is convicted.
he definitely not gonna do no life.
Life in prison for buying. Oh,
He
yeah.
gonna be guilty of a few things. He gonna get time served. He's
If
been in
he
there already.
if they send him away, we know something. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think he.
Y'all
I
been
don't
paying
think
attention to
he probably get
every
six.
black
He probably
billionaire
get
is
six
under
more
attack.
months at max.
Every black person that got some money been under attack. Y'all, I paid
Hey,
attention.
anybody who got some money, because we all know somebody who got some money who done flew a bitch out and got some pussy.
Right. Shit, everybody. I mean, shit, sex
Everybody
trafficking. Like
get
I'm
money.
off. Like I mean, what is that? So that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that it's just like right now it's an agenda. That's all I'm saying. It's bigger than that. It's an agenda being pushed. But because if he guilty of anything, it's Tupac and Biggie murder. And if I ain't see that trial, I don't. You know, the rest of this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like
That's
it's asinine.
hey, and
so
hey, I'm mad at him about
said,
Tupac, but Biggie, hey, look, man, that's another time for another discussion. Biggie's one of the most overhyped artists, but also Biggie has some questionable character flaws that we need to talk about. That's some crazy shit.
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that he had him killed.
Both of them.
I absolutely
Allegedly.
feel like he did, and I do think that
Allegedly.
that's what he's on trial
Allegedly, yes, please,
for today.
allegedly,
Allegedly.
he
Allegedly.
allegedly
I
had
think
them
he benefit more. I think he benefit
unalive.
more from Biggie being alive than Biggie being dead. That's my personal
No,
No,
opinion.
because when you
absolutely
die,
not.
your
He was
catalogs
leaving him.
catapult.
He
Your
was
music
leaving him.
becomes go. And if a person not gonna let you manipulate them too, then you're worth more dead. Like if you have a person who is alive and you can manipulate them into doing what you want them to do, then that's one thing. But if you have a person who is alive and is bucking against what you want them to do, that's another thing. So then the only other thing to do would be to get rid of them, and then bam, you still gonna capitalize off of everything they got that was unreleased music, because you know artists have vaults. I mean, so
He's
like
still
they
selling
get
his
paid for paid, yeah.
selling his
I
songs.
mean, when
You
you
are
die,
still selling his
that's when your
songs.
But
stuff
let me
goes
tell
in.
y'all something though. If Biggie never met Diddy and Diddy never met Biggie, Diddy would still be as rich as he is today. Let me just
We
Well,
tell
don't know
guess
y'all
that
that.
what?
for sure.
Guess what? This is what you
We
say.
don't know that for sure.
And you don't know that for
We don't
sure
know that
because
for
guess
sure.
why? The reason why you don't know that
Because
for sure is because look
that
at what
was
Diddy, look at Diddy's artist. Who was his biggest artist?
Biggie.
Yeah.
I would
Biggie
have
Because
to
was
say,
the biggest
and
I would have to say, I would have to
how
say
many artists
Mace.
has he sustained since
I
but
would
Diddy?
have to say
And for him
Mace.
to be the mogul that he is, how many has he sustained in that
hmm,
time period? He's had many artists, but how many were sustainable? How many were artists are artists that you know like
has longevity.
consistent?
Hell, Biggie didn't have longevity.
He
Because he died, he
actually
killed.
did.
I mean,
He did from the
allegedly
time frame that he was
unalived him.
alive.
But when you're saying what I'm saying, what other
He was at
artists
the
did
height of
he
his
break
career.
that had a
Yes.
good
And he
career?
was getting ready to leave Bad Boys.
Man, listen, yeah, yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest. I think he's guilty as fuck, and that's just my.
I mean,
I mean, I think
like I
he's
said,
guilty as
I
fuck.
feel like those
I
people
mean, he did that
participated.
shit.
Did he go too far with his power? He probably guilty. He's guilty of a lot of things. I'm
Absolutely,
just
he went
saying
too
that
far with his
if
power.
they gonna put him away for something, I just feel like it should be this. But I guess it's kind of like OJ. Remember they couldn't get OJ on the cold, so then they put him away for the said he stole his own memorabilia. So I mean, you know, it's kind of one of those things where if I can't get you here, it might get you here. So that I mean, it could be
But
karmic.
figure out
I
something.
mean, it's karmic, but I'm saying I don't feel as though if you
But that's
ask
real
me
though.
if
That's
he should,
real.
based off of these charges, I don't think so because I think those people was around him for money. They was opportunists. And one thing
No,
about it is that
way
there's
too far. All of the criminal activities and the criminal shit that he did, that man was fucking crazy. First of all, he went too far when he had that TV show and then he made them walk to go get them damn pies.
he
He
was
been arrested at that point because they should have known then that man did not have all the screws in his head.
now listen, he is crazy.
He had lost his
And
mind.
I'm not saying that, but
But
these
then
people
not only that,
going around him.
all of the complaints that came out with that show in the little group that he had, what was it called? Like Danny Kane or something like that. When they wrote the girl that
the Aubrey girl came out, all the people were saying that he did stuff. I'm not saying that he was not I'm not saying that he was not a bad person. He didn't do anything. I'm saying the people that was around him, the sex workers where he been accused of, the people were willing to participate.
Like that man was real life crazy and he was doing all this shit and
he
he was
was
with it because of the power that he had.
He was. And I think that he had an epiphany though, because I don't think Young Miami got that same him.
Bullshit.
Shit.
I don't think she did.
And that's another thing too. Like, girl, let's be real. If you think that you want us to believe,
they went through this whole trial though, and she ain't been. But I'm saying though, she's not out of all the people who done came forward.
She got away. You think she gonna ever say anything? Absolutely.
But I'm saying that there's other people that freaked off with her or anything like that, they would have came forward. There's nobody else that came forward with her. I feel like he made a pivot, a change. I do think he was doing all of these things. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying that because he was still messing with multiple chicks or whatever, right? But I just do not think. I think that he actually changed
when it comes to Young Miami.
And I don't think that he
to attach himself to anybody who has money. A lot of these women are willing to go through and do things that the unspeakable, just like Cassie, to be attached to a man that's that powerful and that has money.
But he did more for her though, because she got a show.
She did not get any glimpse of that shit that was going on. You can't make me believe that on no fucking level at all. None at all.
He did more for Cassie than he did for Young Miami.
So what did he do for Cassie?
But I'm saying
Young Miami got a show. He put it on his network.
But she no longer has a show now.
She don't have a show no more.
They closed the show down.
Yeah.
He was on there, yeah. Well, he tried. He tried that.
He did. He absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
like, we don't
all
know,
I can tell. Listen,
but we don't know what she went through to even get
I don't know, but she's kind of freaky too, though. Because this is the thing right here, though. You also hear them rap about it. Like she kind of freaky. 50 Cent baby mama. She had a millionaire baby daddy. She was still over there, for the money. Because you can tell you couldn't have got protection from your baby daddy. Like, why are you? 50 Cent don't like Diddy. And he in New York. So if you really felt like you was in fear, you wouldn't have got protection with your baby daddy over this man. Like, I just feel like all of that. I'm not buying it. I don't feel sorry for him.
I think
I can feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him.
That man was fucking crazy. You think 50 Cent was supposed to fuck with that man? Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
50 Cent fuck with him every day on the internet.
Yeah, 50 Cent definitely gonna fuck with him.
For all we know, he could have something to do with that.
50 Cent ain't scared. He's not scared of him.
For all we know, he could have something to do with him getting shot 9 times.
Man, 50 Cent went against the most gangstest nigga in New York.
Yeah, he don't. And still talk about somebody. Be like, I don't like the nigga, but I gotta respect him. 50 Cent gonna speak his motherfucking mind. That's what they got. He ain't gonna back down from nothing.
Them niggas scared of 50.
I just feel like it, and 50 Cent got money. Like, you know what I'm saying? 50 Cent a mogul as well. So therefore, you're on a more equal playing field than you would be dealing with one of these.
Did he have that type of money back then though?
How far back was definitely Joy over there?
Listen, that's why they don't like 50. Because 50 came in the game and got they type of money in 10 years that it took them 20 years to get.
But 50 came in the game with money.
Exactly.
50 came in the game, one of the biggest.
Anybody can come behind. This is the thing right here. The blueprint is already laid. Once somebody's already done something, if you pay attention, the blueprint is already laid. You could just go in and do it better.
Not too many people that deal with 50.
He got that money when he signed that deal with that water.
Listen,
yeah.
Not too
when he sold that, that's how they got the deals. They got on with them beats. They made smart
50 Cent came in the game saying "fuck everybody." Fuck
not
you,
too many people did what 50 did.
No, you're right. No, not too many people
came
did.
on his own wave. That's why they got a.
But he also got shot 9 times too.
Jay-Z and P. Diddy, because they had this little billionaire little brunch. He laughing at them niggas. He laughing at all them niggas,
It's
man.
just,
Jay-Z and all the old bitch ass niggas. They over there smiling at the picnic.
I just like I
Man,
said, I just don't see him as scared of him. He been on the
I don't
internet
think
talking
he's
shit
scared
the
of
whole
him, but
time.
at the same
I
time,
so
people
I
say
don't feel like I just
he's
feel like
smart. He's not
I
gonna get
don't
into
know.
shit
I
that
feel like
he
we
didn't
gotta
do.
hold some of these women account. And this is the thing. I'm not at all being because I am all for women empowerment, right? And I don't believe in like men taking advantage of women or mistreating them. I don't agree with men beating on women. I don't agree with none of that. I want to say that. But we also have to hold these women accountable that are stack chasing the gold digging and have that mindset. They're willing to go
That's
in and
good.
do anything for it. So
And
they show anything for it. And at the end of the day, I'm not finna sit up here and feel empathetic because you was willing to do anything for it. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't. I'm sorry. You got paid. I mean, like at the end of the day, you got paid. So that you got paid, you kept showing up, you were there. I mean, like I don't. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? I
because
mean,
it
that's
wasn't like
it.
she was
And
held
then
hostage.
even in the
She
messages,
had
when they
money
read the
opportunities
text
to
messages,
leave.
all he threatened them with was leaving them alone. He didn't threaten them with coming to get them or coming to whoop her ass or coming to what's that. He just said he was gonna leave them alone.
Now
If a nigga tell you he gonna leave you alone, walk the fuck away.
Kim
If your
Porter,
mental is
that
so
was the
fucked up, you
difference
don't
there.
want him to leave you
He
alone. That's
wasn't
on
letting
you.
that woman go.
Huh?
Kim Porter, he wasn't letting that woman go.
Nah, he loved Kim, but like I said, it's still he let her go. That's another thing. That was add her number 3 allegedly.
No,
Exactly. That's another reason why he on
he took
trial.
her ass out.
Number 3 allegedly.
He sent Kim Porter
Yeah, we
upstairs.
know.
Goddamn.
He did because that's why allegedly.
We
That's
know.
why
Allegedly.
Chris. That's
Allegedly.
why Chris Jenner her Corey was over there. That little boyfriend, little hippie boyfriend, big booty, Judah. But anyway,
It was
so
maybe carrying the stuff.
yeah, he was over there whenever she passed when the people was there. He was over there. So I don't know if he did the little injection or whatever, but it's something that they touching people with or doing because Al B. Sure said whatever he did it to him too.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, the pneumonia, the whole up, right? But did the here and there. There are so many ways that people nowadays can get you touched. And there, I mean, like science, technology, all of these things have evolved. I mean, there are so many ways for people to, unalive you in a sense or make it look like natural causes. I mean, there's so much stuff out there. So like, I mean, I just feel like, it is what it is. But yeah.
So Shay said, can we discuss women that opt out and they're still ridiculed? How can I talk today? Ridiculed because they didn't stay. It literally can't go both ways. Well, that is very true. I mean, some women that choose to leave, kudos to them. Like, that's the whole goal. I mean, first of all, the first time somebody put their hands on you, that should be a telltale sign right there. Okay, that man is showing you his true colors. At that point, it's to you whether you want to stay in that relationship or if you are going to exit the relationship.
We sometimes stay too long because there's a person who's experienced that. Like I've been in a domestic violence relationship, right? So like and young, right? Like I mean, like it was like my first living relationship fresh out the porch, you know what I'm saying? So like and it was the relationship before I got married actually. Because when it first happened, right? And you like you can't believe it's happening to you. And then you're like, of course they're going to be apologetic and oh my God, and I'm never gonna do it again and all of this stuff. And then you want to believe that after everything's settled in the moment, you like, you're upset, but then like, after they done, done whatever they're gonna do, they real apologetic, do the face, gifts, whatever they're gonna do, and then you forgive them or you think that it's gonna be better. You actually do, especially depending upon your mindset. If you've never dealt with it before, you will be like, okay, it's gonna get better. And then the next time it happens, then yes, I do believe that women should leave early as soon as it happens. For me, I think it did take like 2 times for him to do it before I had my Ike and Tina limo scene because you're not gonna put your hands on me. Not too many times, but I did. It happened. I forgave the first time. I stayed, and once he did it the next time, I was just like, you know what? It's a wrap. We're not gonna do this. But every woman is not strong enough to do that because it depends upon how they tied in. They may be living with the man or depending upon the man for support, having children with the men. Some men in powerful positions don't let the women leave. I've heard all types of stuff. So I do my thoughts and prayers go out to those type of women that are still stuck in those situations. But yes, for shame, we do applaud the women who had the courage to leave. Definitely. I mean, that's like a, something that we wish more women had the strength to do, and something that we need to build up a community around. And a lot of that is because we as women, we have our own formulation of how we feel about something, and we have our opinion and we oppose it. We don't. Everybody don't think the same. So we just had to uplift and try to get our women, into better position.
We can hear you, Janity. We can hear you. Okay, we gotta wait for him to come back. Ray, what's your take on it?
I mean, it's good for a woman to stay, but I've
It's
been
good for a woman to stay.
no, I don't mean that. I mean, it's good for a woman not to stay. That's what I was trying to say.
Yes.
But I've been in both sides of it though, because women don't believe that it goes on the other side too. Like some women will put their hands on men before men even
Oh, trust me, I believe it.
Yeah. And there's some women who like to get hit. They feel like if you don't hit me, you don't love me. I've witnessed those types of relationships. I tell my son to avoid them. It's women who feel like you don't hit them, you don't love them. Like they got to yeah, it's toxic.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, I'm not fighting no man. Like, let's be clear. If we in a domestic situation and you go to put your hands on me, I'm picking up something.
Can y'all hear me now?
And it's going to end, yes, and it's going to end bad. It's either going to end in death,
So
somebody going to be in jail,
I
or
like
both.
to speak on this a lot just because my mother was beat till she was paralyzed by my father. I think when it comes to like abuse in that way, women should like so if a nigga hit you the first time, he gonna keep beating your ass. Right? But the thing is, women get into relationships with violent men, not expecting them to be violent with them. That nigga just beat up 5 niggas and shot 3 niggas yesterday, and you just called him a bitch 3 times. Stop being with these niggas. Yeah. Then if a man show you emotional unaware, like he just spaz out of nowhere, that's a sign. Leave that nigga. He got about 3 or 4 spasms in him before he backhand the fuck out of you. Women should leave. I watched my mother beat to a pulp. I watched my mother being choked to sleep. My nose been broken 4 or 5 times. I have broken bones and bruises. I watched my mother have to go to work with turtleneck because her neck was purple. My mother's real high yellow. I've watched women stay to endure for their kids, stay to endure for the family, stay because that's all they know is family. That's all they know. Believe if you have to. But what I do understand is, being in that situation, I understand that the women who stay are just as toxic or not even as worse as the men. Because I've watched my mother provoke my father many a times.
Knowing what he's capable of.
Knowing that he's going to beat her ass. I've watched in the corner crying like, Daddy, stop doing that to my mother. He gets up. My mother comes back at him and fights him again. I've watched this type of shit. So when I say when the women, if you're totally getting beat on, leave.
So that's what you
And if you're
mean by
not gonna
promoting,
leave,
because
and
she
if you're
came
gonna
back up to
stay,
defend herself.
you deserve what you get. Because I don't watch, man. If you stay, you deserve it.
That's kind of like
that's kind of yeah. I mean,
they built women's shelters for a reason. My mother left many a times. My mother got us away many a times. But she went back because her choices, her decisions. Is it fair that my mother stayed and I had to endure abuse too? No, it's not. I didn't deserve it. So
it's
if
not
you
fair,
stayed and
but
I deserved and I got beat, you deserve what you got. You left.
Well,
You should have came back.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But see, some women most women have unconditional love. And so, like,
man, women don't have unconditional love. Women do not have unconditional love. Women
Condition
love
kept
under
going.
condition. Men have unconditional
Well,
love.
why did
Women
her
do not
condition?
have unconditional
So
love.
what was your mother's condition then? Because the ass whooping
So
didn't
her
make her leave.
condition is having a family. Her condition is saying that
Well,
I have my husband in the house with my 3 kids. I mean my 4 kids, and I don't have to have another baby daddy. It was a condition to say, hey, I'm gonna keep this unit together for the safety of my kids, even though it's worsening the situation for my kids. But as a mother, she couldn't see past that. I talked to my mother plenty of times. My mother loved my father, but it's not unconditional love because she could have left and she left many a times. Man, bro, if you look up the statistics,
I can
women
tell
leave
that you blame your mother
80%
for
of
the
the time.
situation, but do you blame your dad?
Yes. I blame two parents. I blame a father for being abusive. I blame my mother for staying and letting her children endure that.
Yeah. I can agree. That's kind of like that situation that just happened with that couple that was on live that was arguing. What is it? The henchman and
Yeah,
the
the
girl.
Frenchman and the girl.
Frenchman.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like in that situation when they was on the live,
he was
he
standing
said
provoking.
that he was gonna beat her ass or whatever, and she knew it. She was like, "Let me put my shoes on for he beat my ass." Like this was not a first time thing. Like
No, she thought it was cute.
before. But even in the video, she said out of her mouth she was not gonna let that man leave her, regardless of the fact that he used to beat her ass. And then in this scenario, in this situation, they got into it and he beat her ass. And unfortunately, she didn't wake up. Like it ended in death. Like it just, I don't know. It's just crazy because, I mean, she
I
stayed.
mean, I do
And
believe
I
certain
pray my
women.
daughters, I got 3 daughters. I pray my daughters see a man like that and walk away. Because as
Yeah,
a man, look, and I'm gonna piss off a lot of men when they see this. You're supposed to protect your daughters, right? But once my daughters become adults and I raise you to find a good man and you find a man that's not good for you, I'm gonna tell you to leave that man. And if you stay, I'm gonna let you stay.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of parents. That's why a lot of men
you
don't
had to
like
deal with that today. That's
the
just
people
what
that
happens. You have to do that.
their daughters dates. And the crazy part about it is a lot of times they're dating a man that's like their father.
Father.
They're dating a
You're going to
man
date
that
somebody
what
like
they're
your
used to
father.
seeing growing up with.
You're going to date somebody who's just like your father in some type of characteristic or another. In some,
Yeah.
like he might have the good characteristics too of your father that you might date because of those. It might have the bad characteristics that you feel conflicted to like, but you like. So we gotta really like I said, that's why if I raise my daughters in a conducive household to say, hey, this is what a man does, this is what a man is, this is what a man be, and you go do the opposite of that, that's you. You're grown, you live your life. I can give you advice and I can be there for you. But I cannot make the decision for you at that time. And that's gonna be the hard part as a father. I just pray my kids, what Charleston White said, man, hey, almost made me cry. Oh, my mom, he said, I hope I raise my daughter so she don't have to lay on her back to get on her feet.
That's right.
That's a good way
That's
to end.
powerful.
That's a good
I
way to
raised
end
my
it right
daughter so
there.
she don't have to lay on her back to get on her feet and show her
Yeah.
pussy lips to the world.
Yeah. Because that's what a
Uh,
lot of women feel like that's their only option. And so, like,
and now if
it's
you look back
so
at
many women who just, I mean, yeah. I
and
mean,
if you
it's
look
so
back
many
at
women who feel like that's
Cassie's
all they got.
family, Cassie's daddy